And if people need permission to record, they're going to have to get me on the chat if possible. So, okay, guys, fire away, Vinny.
Jurgen, now you've got that first game out of the way, what does it tell you just how difficult this season will be to retain that title?
How difficult the season will be. We knew before the game. If it's a good example for the season, this specific game, I don't know. Because Leeds is special. Said it before the game. And in the game, everybody saw it, obviously. And I know how now people are, and that's completely fine, really fine, and absolutely okay that they say Leeds performed outstandingly well, and how can things, these mistakes happen to Liverpool, these kind of very, very, things what everybody's saying after games like this. So we are not like this because we respect them a lot, and I knew they will cause us problems. On top of that, we struggled in some defensive situations. Obviously, that's why they scored. But apart from that, I'm really happy with the things we did with the ball, to be honest, because it was very difficult as well to play against them with the ball. The way they play, the way they defend, and the way they go in challenges, it's really, really good. And for 95 minutes, by the way. And we played really well around these situations, scored 4 goals, maybe should have scored more because we had really good chances on top of that. And so I'm completely fine with the game. Offensively, it was good, and defensively, we can improve, and we will improve. And so let's carry on.
Obviously, we've seen some great Liverpool players. We've seen some great Premier League players. Now, Mo Salah has reached 50 goals in 63 home league games. Only Alan Shearer managed that in fewer games. And Mo's also the first Liverpool player to score in the opening league fixture of 4 successive seasons. So can you put into context exactly what we're seeing from Mo?
So first and foremost, chapeau, and congratulations to him, because he's a very special player, very, very special player. The numbers tell a story a little bit. All the rest around you probably don't know, but today's a very good example. So yes, he put 3 more goals on his score list, but the performance around was absolutely exceptional in a game like this, and so he deserved the goals today 100%. Yes, 2 were penalties, 1 was a sensational finish, but he deserved these goals because he was constantly present, caused the opponent massive problems, was top in 1-1 situation, played football. So yeah, that was, with all the good performances Mo had for us, obviously this was for sure one of the better ones, and so he should be proud of it, and because it's very special to have these kind of numbers. Long may it continue. I like to think in these moments, and and this time I say it as well.
Fantastic. The next hand up we've got is Sam Wallace. Other than Sam, we haven't got any others, so it could be if someone else wants to ask a question.
But you don't have to.
Sam, fire away.
Hello, Jurgen. It's really unusual to see a Liverpool team not have the majority of the possession, which was the case today. I mean, I guess that shows that you can still win a different way as well. I mean, did you anticipate that? Because I don't think many people did.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, I expected that, to be honest, because they play. So the build-up is with a pretty deep last line. So if you jump there in, then you have probably you don't get the ball. You just have a more open formation. So it's clear if you build up like they do with the quality they have, really good, then you cannot jump constantly. But in the moments when we have the ball, could we have kept the ball more often? I don't know. It's not too important. You have to do the right thing in the right moment. And with the ball, we were a proper threat in a lot of moments. So we wanted to be direct in these moments because we knew that caused them problem. If you don't get intense in these situations, then they have the majority of the ball, and probably the better situations. Or cause yourself problem when we have the ball. So the game was like it should have been, minus the 3 mistakes around the goal. So apart from that, it was exactly like it should be. We cannot just press them in their own box then always, because that's where they play out. That's not possible. Other teams do in similar ways. So you need a compact formation. In our situation, you need a 4-5-1. You need both wingers 100% involved in defending. Both did that. That helped a lot. So I'm fine with that.
Terrific. Okay. Baron Cross is next. And by the looks of it, it's the last question, unless someone wants to raise
Why
their
you
hand.
say that always? You have to say that.
It's good manners. Baron, get me out of a hole here, please.
Jurgen, how much damage do you expect Leeds are going to do in the Premier League this season? They traded you blow for blow today.
I'm not sure if damage is the right word, but I said before the game. We all will struggle against them 100%, because the way they play, it's just uncomfortable. Let me say it like this, and it's different to all the other teams. And we have usually 3 days to prepare a Premier League game. I mean, between all the different with all the different competitions. And that's actually, we felt it now as well, because our boys came back from international duty, and we only could start preparing the game now. And it was pretty difficult to deliver all the information we thought they needed to have before the game. Because football, if you don't respect the opponent, if you don't respect the plan of the opponent, and especially we always do that, but if you don't do it, then they kill you in a football way. And I liked a lot the attitude of my team today, really, because I think a lot of people would have thought, Liverpool, we will see what they do. Leeds, after 16, is the first time in the Premier League again, and Liverpool became champion. Let's see how they are now. Is it still the fighting unit or whatever? And I have to say, they just don't stop. I like it. I really like it, and so that's okay. We know we have to improve. We will work on that, but a lot of things were already really good.
Okay, and final question is John Murray from the BBC, and this is the final question.
Hi, Jurgen. So is that why you struggled defensively today, or is there more to it than that?
Sorry, again?
So is that why you struggled defensively today, or is there more to it than that?
Oh, I didn't really see us struggling defensively. It's just the way they play. You cannot defend it 100% all the time. But the goals we conceded, the first goal, both fullbacks were deeper than the centre halves. That should never happen in football, actually, and it happened. And so, but then you still need an opponent who used this situation. They did that. The second goal, I think, was a misunderstanding between Virgil and Ali. So things like this can happen, should not, but can happen. And I don't think we will see these situations very often when these two boys are not exactly clear what the other one is doing. And the third one, we changed Hendo, I think, a minute before or so, or not long before. So they came through. It was a throw-in. Our formation was moving, and we didn't close one gap. And to use a situation like that, you need the game plan of and the bravery of Leeds in this situation. I don't know now who was the goal scorer, but I don't think it was a striker. So if I'm right, he just showed up there, got the ball, and finished it really brilliantly off. And we let them run. That's true. Two midfielders could have done differently. The gap between Virgil and Joe was big as well. So that's defending. But if you it's not an excuse, or it's just an explanation. Maybe I don't have to give explanations, but the last line played for England, Holland, and Scotland 4 days ago or whatever. So, and all top teams, but different ways of defending. And it can happen, and if all the things are not really settled, which we are in the early stages of the preseason. I know people say they played 500 games together, but defending is not like riding a bike. You have to work on it constantly. So, how's that? Space for improvement. All good.
Thank you, John. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your patience.
See you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Cheers.